All right, hour number 2 here on a Monday at Bills training camp at St. John Fisher. Chris Brown, along with Bills defensive end Greg Rousseau, who just hopped right out of the cold tub to join us on set here.
Sure did.
This is the time of the year where you can get away with hopping straight out of a cold tub and not having to, put anything else on because the weather's so dang hot. It was a hot one today.
Yeah, well, it was warm out, but, I like it because it helps get you in shape, So
yeah.
The warm practices are always a little more intense and a lot more fun.
Do you find that you have to force more fluids after a practice like this because of what you're losing? Do you feel like you lose significantly more? Like, how much do you up the hydration after a practice like this?
A lot. Definitely, like in training camp, just with the weather and stuff, I got to drink way more water opposed to, like, in the season. I still drink a lot of water, but, like, not really at practice because it's so cold out. So it's like you don't really have that. You don't really get thirsty like you do out here in the sun, and you really got to get the fluids in you out here or you'll start cramping up.
So first day in pads today, and we know that brings a different element to the field.
Yeah.
What did you make of the run periods as far as the defensive unit went?
It was smooth. I know I could have done better. We probably wanted to go out there and dominate a little more because our mindset is to win every play, win every rep, and we didn't do that. But we will never actually dominate every single play, but that's the mindset you got to have. So you're shooting for way up here, and it's okay if you have a couple slip-ups here and there along the way. But I know we got tomorrow, so we'll come back and be better tomorrow.
Yeah. D-line, this is no secret to you. D-line, you washed through a lot of guys here in the offseason, which you thought could happen, and to a certain extent it did.
Yeah.
I know Daquan knows his former college teammate and Titans teammate Austin Johnson really well, but how have you guys that have been on the scene for a few years here kind of acclimated the new guys to the group in the room?
It's been pretty smooth. We still got our core group. Me, Ed, AJ, DQ, we still got a lot of guys, Vonn, that are still kind of like, we were kind of like that core before, and we added some pieces, obviously, but we still got a lot of dudes who just kind of know about our D-line culture that we built up here. We still try to keep that same high standard, and all the new guys have really fit in pretty well.
How weird is it when you, as a young vet now, are getting questions from young rookies like, hey, what do you do when is that weird a little bit? Or
it's different for sure, but I'm here for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to help out dudes like Vonn and David and whoever, Dean, whoever comes up to me and has a question. I'm an open book, So, but it is cool to transition from being a younger dude, being year 1 or 2, to being in year 4 and having dudes come to you and be like, oh, how do you do this, or what do you see here, or whatever. It's pretty cool.
The other question that I've had, because I've asked this over the years of guys, like you've gone against Spencer for almost 4 years now, and you've been in practice and that kind of thing. Are there conversations that you guys have between practices where you say, hey, look, I want to work on my rip here in this practice, so just give me an honest look or know that it's coming so I can still see if I can win a certain way, even though I'm telling you rip's coming here.
Yeah.
Like, is there give and take to try to – because, you always hear that phrase, iron sharpens iron, but I wonder if you guys consciously say, hey, this is coming. I want you to work against that as best you can so I can perfect this move kind of thing.
I'd say we probably don't say it much verbally, but just subconsciously, if Spencer's working on something or I'm working on something, he'll know. And I don't know, because if I want to work my inside move, I'll do it a lot more. If I want to work my cross chop, I'll do it a lot more.
Okay.
And if Spencer wants to work a vertical set or a jump set, I'll see him start training to do that. So, it's good. And we've been giving each other a really good workout there for 4 years, and it's fun going against him every day. I feel like he's a really good player.
So maybe the place where he can help you more is after the play and you say to him, did I give you a tell for that move?
Yeah.
So you know how to maybe better disguise it the next time? Might that be kind of where the value is?
More so like that. If after players will talk, if he gets me, I'll be like, good rep, and vice versa. If I get him, he'll be like, that's a good move.
Because I got to imagine,
back and forth.
Yeah, because I imagine he's going to want to say, hey, did I show you I was going to overset there?
Yeah.
Does he ask you those questions? Am I showing you that? Or
nah, because
Spence just kind of does his thing.
He does his thing. Spencer's confident in himself. You know what I'm saying? So it's not too much. He doesn't really question himself too much. But like I said, we be working out there.
Yeah, I saw you got your criminology degree. Maybe just walk us through that process. Where were you doing that online? Were you in person at school, out of town? How did you finish that up, and how long a process has that been?
I probably had 20 credits left when I got to Buffalo. So I just took my time and did a class here, a class there, and I did it all online, virtual.
Okay.
And it was pretty smooth. It was something I wanted to do. I wanted to get my degree since the moment I enrolled at the University of Miami. So it was cool to finish that off and close that chapter.
Yeah, that's awesome. Congrats on that. What appealed to you about
criminology?
Yeah.
I mean, before I used to watch a lot of like investigative ID shows and stuff.
CSI shows.
Yeah, stuff like that. So I feel like it was cool. So I wanted to be like an investigator / like FBI agent or whatever. Like, this is way back in the day. I wanted to do that. But obviously, I play football now, you know?
Well, you're sweating the details in a different way.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at film for clues, right?
Yeah,
Like of your opponents. So it kind of falls into the same kind of category.
Yeah.
The young guys out here that are in your group, who has kind of caught your eye when you're reviewing practice tape?
Yeah.
You know, maybe your eye wanders and you're like, ooh, that was a nice rep for that young guy. Like, who has kind of caught your eye a little bit here through the first few days?
I feel like Solomon.
John,
just seeing the way he can bend the corner, the way he uses his hands for a young guy, it's like he's at a very high level. So I feel like he has a real bright future, and he's fitting in just well at our room. He's also a great kid.
Yeah, he had a nice stab in one-on-ones. He knocked the guy right on his keister there.
But
I saw that.
He's nice. I like him. He's nice.
But even though he's short, he's got long arms.
Yeah,
so
long arms.
He
has really big hands.
Oh, does he? Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, he's built for it. He's a rusher.
Okay. Yeah. And then with Bobby Babich as the DC now, the voice in the room, so to speak. I mean, it's not like you're unfamiliar with him and his energy, but like you see it. He's dressed out there in all red almost every day. He looks like a firecracker, bopping around out there. What kind of impact or effect does that have on you guys? On a day like this when it's hot, the pads are on, and you might be dragging, in the second hour of practice, and that guy's over there like a Mexican jumping bean. Like, how does it impact you guys as players?
I mean, he's like the Energizer Bunny for our defense. You know, he keeps us going, and you look to him whenever you need juice. All you got to do is look over and find Coach Bobby, because he's bringing it, like just playing and play out, and then also the standards he has for us are through the roof. Whether it's being physical or us playing fast, playing smart, whatever it is, he demands the utmost from us. So I mean, we know we got to uphold that standard when we're out there, and like I said, like there's nothing that really satisfies us. If we take the ball away 3 times, we want to take it away 4 times. If we had 5 sacks in the practice, we want to have 6. So I mean,
He had an interesting comment the other day. He said, when I'm coaching a technique, even if the guy loses the rep, but he's doing the technique that we want, that's a win for our team because we're getting better in the way we want to get better. Is that easy to kind of understand? It makes sense, I guess. Like, you're not winning the rep per se, but you're on a path to maybe winning more of those reps because you're doing the technique the way they want. Right?
It's the National Football League. You're going to lose some reps, but like, let's say like you're playing your technique, you're a linebacker, you're in your spot drop zone or whatever. You break on the ball. The ball might get caught some of the times, but it might not be like the 10th time or 11th time, and make that 12th time the ball might get tipped up and you're in position and you grab the interception off the tip. So just being in position, looking at it in that way, it makes the most sense. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to happen perfect for you every single time. Even if you do have the right technique, the ball might not roll your way or whatever. But if you keep on doing it over and over and over again, you're gonna trend to start making plays.
And I don't need specifics here when I ask you this, but every year you try to add something to your arsenal as a rusher, D lineman, whatever. Do you feel you've added some stuff here in the offseason that you feel confident in putting to use on game days this year?
100%. My goal is to be able to go outside, go right through somebody, or inside move.
Yeah.
And I work on all 3 of those every single day, and I just take what the offense gives me. And whatever, if they're overcompensating here, I'm going this way. If they're overcompensating here, going inside. So just being able to keep myself honest and also keep them honest with my get off and using quick hands.
And then the last one I got for you, because we take phone calls on this every day. Everybody wants to know, does Vonn look like old Vonn? Because we even heard him the other day say, after trying to muscle my way through the season last year so soon off the knee injury, he kind of second-guessed himself. Like, I didn't feel like I was productive enough for my team and everything. He feels like he is a lot better equipped for this season. Do you see the Vonn we're used to seeing more on the field this year?
Absolutely. I feel like Vonn is definitely trending in the right direction. The right direction. He's put in a lot of work. It's not easy to come back from injuries like that. It doesn't happen overnight. You know what I mean? It's a process, and I feel like he gets more and more comfortable every single day, and I'm glad he's here.
Greg, thanks for the time as always. All right,
yes,
stay
sir.
healthy.
Appreciate
all right,
you, bro.
Have a big season this year.
Yes, sir. You know it.
And as always, we appreciate Greg joining us here in training camp at St. John Fisher.